In 1833, writer of hymn number 97, Lead Kindly Light, John Henry Newman, was a missionary sharing Christian religion. He was bound for England, but while he was traveling in Sicily, he was struck very, very sick. Looking back, historians have surmised that it was actually typhoid fever that he had, but at the time he just didn't know. All he knew is that he had to get to England, he had to share the church. He was recorded saying, "I sat sometimes by the bedside, crying bitterly, and all I could say was that I was sure God had some work for me to do in England." Over time, during this miserable time for him, England and this longing for England became associated with longing for our heavenly home, with longing for this light to guide us, that even when we're surrounded by darkness, or even when we're lost and we can't find what we want to, or we can't find what we need to fill that longing, we have the light of Christ, we have the light of the gospel, and the light of the knowledge of truth. And that is where John Henry Newman penned the words to Lead Kindly Light. This is ye old plastic recorder. When I was thinking about how I wanted to perform this song, I actually thought that it might be nice with like a soprano instrument, but all of the instruments I play, except piano, are lower instruments. The recorder, on the other hand, I don't know about other schools, but for our public schools, we're all required to learn a musical instrument in 4th grade, and everyone is required to do recorder. And so that's where I got this plastic recorder. It was probably $5, and I learned to play, and to be completely honest, it does still have a weird kind of gross plastic tone. But since I've gotten better at music in general, I think it's helped me get better at making this sound nicer. So that for Lead Kindly Light, I'm able to play the melody, and instead of getting like a weird whistle out of this, I get a good sound and a good soprano part. The music writer John B. Dykes, John Bacchus Dykes, first took violin and piano lessons from a very young age. And then at the age of 10, he was appointed organist for St. John's Church in Hull. He has created over 300 hymns, and during that process, he published most of them in 1857, and most people still regard the hymns that he published to be the best example of Victorian age hymns from this era. Lead Kindly Light is the hymn that we have today, and it signifies brightness in dark times, following Jesus Christ in his lights, and trusting that things will get better by never giving up hope.